Welcome to Tasting Arcadia, the official podcast of Taste of Arcadia. Taste of Arcadia is an all-inclusive event featuring food and drinks from the San Gabriel Valley restaurants, all for one price. Sample food, wine, beer, and spirits. Check out our brand new cars. Visit our business showcase booths. Smile at our photo booth and shake it on the dance floor with me, John Villa, from Dance Syndicate DJ Entertainment. Taste of Arcadia is September 13th at Santa Anita Park. The fun goes from 2 to 6 p.m. with special VIP entrance at 1 p.m. Don't forget, this is a 21 and over event. Get your tickets today at tasteofarcadia.com. Now, let's hear it for our host, Karen Mac Nair.
Hi, John. Thank you so much for introducing me again. Hello, everyone. I am Karen Mac Nair, the CEO of the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce and the host for Tasting Arcadia. It's another wonderful podcast about tasting the different places throughout Arcadia and the San Gabriel Valley. Today, I'm really excited. I have Rick with me. He's the Director of Hospitality at Santa Anita Park. Welcome, Rick.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We've already had some time to catch up, so I'm excited to share with everyone out there all that is going on at Santa Anita Park. If you did not know, Taste of Arcadia will be at Santa Anita Park this year at September 13th. I feel like you should know, though, because John just told you. So if you weren't listening then, you can go to tasteofarcadia.com, and it is at the beautiful Santa Anita Park in the paddock area. But we're going to get to know a little bit more. Rick has some great things to share. So, Rick, why don't you tell us, we all talk about Santa Anita Park all the time. I feel like we all drive past Santa Anita Park all the time. But what is the actual location of Santa Anita Park?
Everybody must have seen it at some point,
you
right?
Think,
if
right?
you live in this area, if you commute in this area, you got to have seen it.
I feel like it's a yes. But go ahead, tell just in case. I don't want to miss it.
So our official address is 285 West Huntington Drive in Arcadia. But to get into the track, we have many gates. So there's a gate 5 off of Huntington is probably your best bet on a race day. And otherwise off of Baldwin, right between the mall and us, there's a beautiful gate to get into our security booth and explain why you're there.
I do have to tell everyone, if you're driving to Santa Anita Park and you pass the little round building, that is the chamber office. So you either need to wave to us or stop by. I feel like everyone should know that too. But
we
if not,
very close.
We are very close. We're neighbors.
Yes.
Yay. So tell me a little about the season starting. Explain, which season is this? The short season, the long season? What do we have right now?
We are, after the summer, we're going into our short season.
Okay.
It's a 5-week race meet starting September 26th, ending October last weekend. I think it's 26th. And it's 5 weeks of great thoroughbred racing. In a beautiful location. So
I always feel like it's so exciting for the Santa Anita Park to open up again. It's just like a breath of entertainment, excitement, so many things happening.
Right.
I do want to ask this question for future. So then we take a break, right, at Santa Anita Park, and it opens up again the day after Christmas, right?
For 91 years now, yes.
Okay, I just have to say, if you ever go around town, doesn't everyone have like an opening day story growing up as a kid? Recently, they stopped by. I feel like I hear the opening day stories.
I've never spoken to anyone not having a story.
Okay, I thought you were going to say that you hadn't heard anything.
No,
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone has an opening day story.
Everybody came with their grandpa or with their dad or with somebody.
Yeah.
It's been tradition, and it's still our biggest day of the year. We expect 45 to 50,000 people, and it's a big party. So
yeah, you guys are great at big parties. I have
sure
to say
are.
that. So when you're in Santa Anita Park, there's your focus is food.
Correct.
Our podcast is focused on food. So let's talk about, I'm in Santa Anita Park. What are some places I could eat?
There's many places. So we obviously have your typical concessionaire fare, your hot dogs, your nachos. Come on a dollar day, we have the $2 hot dogs still. But we have so much more, right? We have a big outdoor restaurant called Silks, where we have like a fast style food service, anything from burritos to chicken sandwiches, steak sandwiches.
Yeah.
We have our front runner restaurant, which is a little more fine dining, where still our most popular dish is our, Frontrunner Burger.
Okay, that's my favorite.
It for sure is. It's my favorite too. That and chicken wings, and we're all good.
We're all good for the day.
And then we have some other really nice places. I want to point out Clocker's Corner, which
yes,
you know, for the morning workouts is a great breakfast spot. Probably the best breakfast burrito you can find for $9.
Right.
In the area.
With the best view that you can get for $9.
I was about to say, with
right? With
definitely
the best
a
breakfast
treat.
burrito.
Yeah. Sun coming up on the San Gabriel Mountains, horses on the track, so it's beautiful. Yeah.
So with this, do you have any, like, can I go for happy hour while the track's open? Is there anything fun to do?
There's
on
a
top
lot of fun
racing?
to do. Obviously, the racing is very exciting. Every Friday, we have happy hour. We have all day happy hour on Friday.
It's a happy day.
It's a happy day. It really is. So we have a lot of, great features on Friday. It's free parking, free admission. You can get drinks half off at certain locations. And we usually have food specials as well in our food court, at our taco stand, Los Caballeros. In Frontrunner, we do specials. So Friday is really the day to come. So take that day off and come to the track.
I did not know that. It's like Fun Friday.
It
really needs to happen. Are there any... So there's so much history at Santa Anita Park. We could do a 2-hour podcast just about the history at Santa Anita Park, and then I'd have to cue slides for YouTube, and there'd be so many things. Again, I want to keep it focused on food. Are there any good food stories? Any good things happening? Any good memories? Anything inspired? That's a long question, but you know what I'm getting at.
I know what you're getting at. No, we have, obviously the track has evolved throughout the 91 years that we've been open. I've seen some menus from when we opened. And so the pricing especially nowadays makes us very jealous. But I think throughout the years we really evolved in what we're offering. We offer a little bit for everybody. Really what has stayed the staple with Santa Anita is our carved sandwiches. They're carved live in front of you. We have our meat master starts at 3 a.m. in the morning, takes care of the corned beef. We do brining and cooking all in-house, the turkey, the prime rib, and so they carve it right in front of you. And you have rye bread or sourdough roll, all the condiments you want, and that's really been our staple all these years, and it still is, and people come to the track for it.
So we talked earlier about the stories about opening day. I feel like the number 2 story then is standing in line for sandwiches, right? For your carved sandwich, there's a story, there's your first time having it, there's the, oh my goodness, I can't imagine how great it was and all that they put on it. It always is the number 2 story I hear when it comes to Santa Anita Park.
It really is.
Great it is. So if you haven't tried it, I have news for you later where you can actually taste it other places along with Santa Anita Park. So Taste of Arcadia is coming. It's September 13th. We're in the paddock. But do you have any other events happening at Santa Anita Park?
We do a couple, yes.
I've noticed on Instagram or your website that you have a couple.
Yes. So during the meet, we do different events every race day. So we have things like chicken wing day on the apron. We have an Oktoberfest that we do. And so we organize different events. Our opening weekend, actually, we go back to our roots. We did the Goodwood British opening day at Santa Anita. From 1982 through 2011. And so we're bringing that back this year.
Oh, nice.
With British fanfare. Goodwood is a track in Britain that we do some collaborations with. And so we're bringing British food to Santa Anita that opening weekend. Which will be
fun.
exciting and fun.
Yeah.
Fish and chips pop up, and we have a trackside experience with really cool items. So
I love that you can tie history into the excitement that we're having today.
Right.
And you can tie food. One of the things I've learned on this podcast as people are talking, it's related to happy memories. It's related to positive experiences.
It really is.
And as you're talking, we're talking about Santa Anita Park, I just hear that over and over again that, people, your palate and your food just brings happy memories. So we're going to continue that with this opening weekend, which we're excited about. I'm sure. Well, I guess my question is, how do we get inspired? How do you get inspired for your menus? Because you got a lot of food. It makes me stutter. Like, that's a lot of cooking happening at one time.
Right.
How do you even
There's a lot of offering, but you got to offer, for what everybody likes and prefers.
Right.
And I'm sure everybody that listens has been to a ballpark, been to, an NFL stadium in their days. And, you got to cater to that crowd.
Yeah.
I like to go to other places. I like to see, the Angel Stadium and the Dodger Stadium and SoFi Stadium, and just kind of see what they do.
Right.
Find inspiration there, and I love to travel too. So sometimes we see something there that we get inspired by. We have multiple tracks across the country, so we share inspiration with our colleagues on the East Coast, and we do events like Breeders' Cup and Preakness on the East Coast that bring in a whole new sort of food direction.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to always be moving back and forth between that and put new inspiration in. So
you bringing that up, it's astonishing. I get astonished that you can do a wedding and a party, which has 100, 150 people. If you want to book your weddings or have any private parties, you can always go to Santa Anita Park. They have wonderful rooms and space. And then you do something as big as Breeders' Cup. Yes. Your staff is amazing from the outside looking in.
My staff is amazing.
Okay,
and my staff has been, we have a very varied staff from, some of them have been there for 40, 50 years.
Wow.
So you don't just get something served to you, you get the story as well, which I find amazing and you don't find in many places anymore. Right. But to talk about the scaling up, it's, we really go from 0 to 100 with our opening day after Christmas. We've been closed for almost 2 months. And then we do our biggest day of the year. And so it's always exciting. It's always fun to go from 0 to 50,000 people.
Rick, I'm stressed out for Taste of Arcadia. I can't even imagine that. And that is much smaller than you deal with on a regular basis. So Santa Anita Park has been so gracious to be our gold sponsor for Taste of Arcadia. We thank them so much. Thank you and all your team. Thank all the marketing team, everyone out there at Santa Anita Park. Thank you so much for all that you do. So we're going to talk about what you're serving at Taste. Yes. We're going to get to visit you. You've been part of Taste in many different ways for many years, but this year you're bringing something special. You want to share with us what it is?
Yes. So first off, I think Santa Anita Park is Arcadia, right?
Yep.
It's such a big part
Round of applause
Arcadia
for that. Yep.
And so, unfortunately, last year we weren't able to join, but we were able to host.
Yes.
And this year we are back with a vengeance.
Woohoo!
So we, as we talked about our staple item, we were like, it's time to, serve that for once, I guess, outside of our race meat. And so we're bringing the corned beef sandwiches and the turkey sandwiches to the Taste of Arcadia. So our meat master will be out of season, so we'll see if he finds his way into the kitchen that day. But he'll be, getting up early that day and preparing all those meats for us so that we can carve them and get them out in front of you.
So for everyone out there, I have a huge smile on my face because I feel like this is something that doesn't get to happen very often outside of the race season. So thank you for making sure our guests really have that great taste of before history of the food, the current history of the food at Taste. So we're super excited about that.
Yeah, and we are too. We're looking forward to it.
It's exciting. You're also going to have a business booth. I'm just going to let you know about this. You're going to have a business showcase booth. So anyone visiting Taste of Arcadia can also stop by, learn about everything we've talked about here, what you do at the track, and how we can continue to make the track part of our daily lives, part of our family memories, part of our events. You go from a beautiful day out with someone on a date to all the way having your wedding there. So we can help you get all the way through, or your Christmas party, because we're already going to be talking about Christmas. So speaking of Christmas,
is getting close already.
I know what is happening in a couple of special events are happening after Taste of Arcadia at Santa Anita Park.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about what's happening during the holidays?
Yeah, there's two that I want to highlight. During the holidays, we have Enchant here on our premise, which is an amazing Christmas light event. 100-foot Christmas tree. There will be an ice rink in our parking lot. There will be igloo-style suites. There will be private event space.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a huge production, and it's so exciting to get that in Arcadia. So for everybody listening, it's a worth a visit. I know we used to have the Arboretum Lightscape and the light show, and so we thought we got to go big or go home. So this is going to be major. And the second thing that, is really exciting for us is that LA 28, the Olympics are returning to Santa Anita. They were here in 1984, and now we get all the equine disciplines in 2028 at Santa Anita Park.
Wow. There are so many questions I'm sure everyone out there has about that. And I just want to say we're answering those questions as a community as we go. So there's not a lot of answers yet. But we'd have to bring you on maybe next year on the podcast again, and then we can have a few more steps forward.
Correct. Right. Little steps.
Little baby steps.
We're still 3 years out. So lots to explore still.
It's true. But we're so happy that the announcement has been made, that we can officially say the planning has started.
It has started.
And then we just go for the ride. There.
I'm starting to get stressed, so it has started.
Oh, yay. It's official. The stress has happened.
Right.
That's so funny. And that is so true. I feel like that's with life, right? You plan anything. You're like, okay, I'm stressed. You're like, yay, it's officially happening. Well, Rick, thank you for coming on the podcast with us. Thank you for you and your team being part of Taste of Arcadia. We're so excited to have you. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So everyone listening, make sure you buy your tickets, tasteofarcadia.com. We don't want you to miss out. We are learning about all these great foods and great exciting things that are happening. So get your tickets today. And John, why don't you tell them what to do next?
Thank you, Karen, for another great episode. You can hear us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Don't forget, join us on September 13th at Santa Anita Park for Taste of Arcadia. You can get your tickets now at tasteofarcadia.com. Thanks again for joining us for Tasting Arcadia. We'll see you at the Taste.